Dr. Steve, what is pendulum calibration? And can you share some recommended pendulum calibration questions?
Sure. Pendulum calibration is what we use for the pendulum technique. So when we're using a pendulum, we have something swinging. I'll use what's here in the studio. This is just something that's got some weight with something that allows it to swing. So you can buy an actual pendulum at a anywhere online. You can buy them, or at a new age shop. They're usually considered new age, even though they've got a very scientific basis when used the way I'm about to explain. So the essence of it is that something swings, and then you can have it swing this way or this way, and you're asking yourself questions, getting answers from your subconscious mind that are transferred through your body. So your hand is actually making it move. So for example, is the moon made out of cheese? You see how it's moving back and forth. I've established that as no, and it's moving back and forth. The moon is not made out of cheese, to the best of my knowledge. So the axes that I use are yes is to and fro, the pendulum swinging to and fro, and no would be going back and forth, just like shaking your head no. That's the easiest way that I feel to do it. So some questions need to be asked before you can rely on the pendulum. So you've got this pendulum and you're handing it to the client. It wouldn't be like this, of course. It would be a pendulum that you would purchase online that would look like a pendulum. Some sort of weighted stone usually, or piece of metal that's polished that hangs from some sort of chain. Anything that works like that will be fine. But this is just to show you that the concept of the pendulum is very simple. There are pendulums all around us. And so this is no, and this is yes. I'm physically making it do that now. I'm also physically making it do that when I'm asking myself a question. When I'm asking a question, or when someone's asking me a question, or when I'm asking a client a question, they're making it do it themselves, because their subconscious mind is sending the signal. Now the movements are not really perceived very easily because they're so minute, but it's not magic that's making it move. But the important thing is, you can't just hand them a pendulum and say, okay, this is yes and this is no, and let's go. Let's go ahead and start asking questions, because it's not calibrated. Any tool that you're going to use for measurement needs to be calibrated. If you get on a scale and it's not zeroed out, a scale that's going to weigh you, it's not calibrated, so it may give you an improper weight. That's why there's on the old-fashioned scales in doctor's offices, there's a little screw inside where you can not stand on it and get it to zero out before you get on it. And that way you know you have a calibrated tool. Well, with this pendulum, the way you calibrate it is by asking questions that you know the answer to. So your question was great. What kind of questions can we use? We always use yes or no questions, and we want to use questions that we know the answer to. So, pretty sure the moon's not made out of cheese, so that's why I use that one. Are we sitting down right now? Would be a great question. There's no question about it. We're sitting down. If there's a telephone in the room, is the telephone ringing right now? It's either ringing or it's not. You definitely know. So there's a binary outcome. There's one of two possible outcomes, either yes or no, and it's clear what the answer is before you ask the question. So you ask three questions, such as, is the moon made out of cheese? Hopefully you get a no. Are we sitting down? So if you are, hopefully you get a yes. Is the phone ringing? If it's not, then hopefully you'll get a no. It's not ringing. Once you have three questions answered correctly by the pendulum, then you have a calibrated tool that you can use. Then it becomes fascinating, because then you can ask questions such as, do you like your current situation? Do you want to change your situation? Do you want to change it to this? Do you want to change it to that? And each time it's a yes or no answer. So calibration is very important so that we know what we're doing, and simple questions, yes or no answer questions, are always the way to go.
Wonderful, thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. And for more information about hypnosis, just check out my website, stevegjones.com, and I have a surprise for you there. I have a free hypnosis recording designed to allow you to access your wealth potential so that you can become more successful. I'm Dr. Steve G. Jones, clinical hypnotherapist, hoping you have an outstanding day.